About to work.
Yo, what's up, good people? Y'all know what time it is. It's AA Sports, baby. Straight sports, no chaser. And you got the super team of sports talk here with y'all on one half of it. Hoodie Diego Barishnikov. And I'm here with my main man, the 6 foot and under post-up champ. Tell them who you are.
What's good people? It's your boy Uncle Hate, the other A in AA Sports. Yeah, I got a damn North Carolina t-shirt on. I ordered this swag last week. I figured we'd still be alive. Still got the tag on it. I'm gonna wear this shit, damn it.
Oh man, that's what's up. It's probably 75% off now.
Boy.
Oh man, we appreciate y'all people for tuning in to us. Again, all our YouTube viewers out there that always check in with us on the AA Sports, Straight Sports No Chaser YouTube channel. We appreciate the love and support there. Remember to keep tapping those thumbs up, leaving us some comments, and tell your friends and family to watch, like, and subscribe to that. Also, you can reach us on or check us out rather on the Spreaker platform. That's more of a listening and on the go type app. Same thing though. Search AA Sports, Straight Sports No Chaser. And you'll find those episodes there. And as always, shout out to our sponsors. First and foremost, shop Distinct Finds. Distinct Finds you can find on the eBay website. Go shop there for a lot of women's and kids clothing. Use the AA Sports 10 promo code for a 10% discount. And shout out to our boys over at revisparish.com. You can find them on IG as well as that website for urban gear. And our people that over there at Notoriously Fly. Don't just get fly, get Notoriously Fly. Hoodies, T-shirts, shorts, all that good stuff. Spring's coming up. Get your gear up. Hey, what's cracking, baby? We're going to get into this thing like we always do about this time.
Yes, sir. We're broadcasting on a Wednesday once again, people, because there's games tomorrow. The Sweet 16 starts off, so we want to get this in, make our predictions so you can watch the game freely and clearly tomorrow. So we're here.
There you go. So we're going to get this thing jumped off. Y'all know what time it is. In the club, free before 10 with y'all broke, thirsty asses. It's open bar. All right. Hey, get us started.
All right,
what you got for them dubs and them L's tonight?
I actually did my homework this week. Normally, I'd be stuck on them, but I had some dubs and L's this week. I got 3 L's, 3 dubs.
Don't worry, I got you covered.
I got a dub for Dez Bryant for being self-aware. I just read that he's actually going to be working with a route tree guru this spring. About that time, I mean, at least you're trying to work on your game.
Right, 10 years into your career. That's a good look.
Yeah, I mean, hey, better late than never.
Right.
Jerry and them might step to him on that haircut. He can say, hey, I'm already working on this. Mm-hmm. I done got much better.
Right. It's funny that he's now trying to tighten up the preciseness on his route running as he gets older, but let him tell it he ain't lost a step. Go.
You know what? Somebody finally got to him. Somebody finally told him. So shout out to Dez on that one.
Yes, sir.
I got a dub for a 9-year-old kid in South Carolina. I saw this story on CNN today. His neighbor, this white cat, was trying to change the transmission in his car. The car slipped off the jack and off the blocks, fell on him. Cuz was under this car for an hour and a half calling for help. Nobody heard him. 9-year-old kid next door, this black kid, hears him, comes over there, jacks the car up to save the grown man. Shout out to him. Kid named Malachi. Normally, I don't trust Malachi names like that because of Children of the Corn, but it worked out. Shout out to him.
And that movie was a shit. I used to like that movie for some reason.
Hey, the first one was real, but
yeah.
The other ones, yeah. All right, I got an L for Teddy Bridgewater. He was talking to the press today, and they asked him about his knee. And Teddy says, that's not something I'm comfortable talking about right now. Are you serious? Are you serious? Dog, this is the New York media. And he comes weak like that off top.
Day one.
And they already in third position in the draft. They don't need you because they got McCown. He can be the bridge. Dog, I read him. Then they said his contract's only $500,000 really guaranteed. The rest of it's incentives. Teddy.
I say he could, it could be one of those. They sign you now, but you can be cut by the time camp come around. With a contract like that, they can eat $500,000.
Right, Teddy ain't gonna make that change. That shit turned me clean off.
Oh man.
All right, got another L for Zay Jones. Zay last night. Okay, people, we've talked about young Diego and young Haight. We've had some times in our lives. We've done a lot of things. But never once in all the times when we were drinking, partying, and doing what we do, have we ever fought each other to a bloody pulp and one of us threatened to jump out of a 30-foot goddamn window. Never. And these cats is brothers.
Hey, man, they hanging out with Uncle Otis. Because only a geek joint or some type of hard drug that you ain't used to, or that synthetic marijuana. Remember that Kondichi boy was on that shit and he was outside of a hotel here in Atlanta? Yeah. Clucking like Smokey was in Debo Pigeon Coop.
Bruh.
That's the only thing I could think of that would make me, did you see the video?
I didn't even see the video.
You gotta look at the video. Huh?
We got his dad tweeted out, we got Zay, he with us, he good, we love y'all. I was like, he sound crazy too.
The link I tweeted you, Robert Littell over at Black Sports Online had tweeted it. It's got the video. It's got some video of him and the brother kind of grappling with the boy with Zay butt ass naked. You can hear the chick.
About that part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can hear the chick in the background screaming once Zay tried to attack her or go into her room or whatever because he's butt ass naked. What would you do if you were a woman and a butt ass naked dude rolled up on you like that? And then afterwards, after all was said and done, it showed the whole hallway where this hotel was. The whole hallway, it was blood everywhere, on the floor, on the walls. You would thought somebody got murked.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, check it out.
Oh. And in regards to that, Zay did get locked up. And this is just a update for all of our fans who rock with us. It's been 11 arrests since January, people. Only 11 so far. Zay made number 11. All right. I got an L for anybody. It's going to be a quick one here. Anybody who equates this Carolina Panthers sale and the price to racism, that's an L because it's stupid. People, if you own something, you can sell it for whatever price you want to sell it at. Whatever price. Sports franchises are kind of going around $2 billion at this point. That's kind of the way it goes. And if they're up to 2.5, somebody's willing to pay that 2.5. So it's not racial. If Puppy wanted to sit there and give his whole entire net worth, then absolutely he would be the majority owner. I wouldn't do that shit, but it's not racial, people. Leave that alone. And my final L and dub in the same game. I got a dub for James Harden. 42.6 boards, 7 assists, 13 to 25, 5 of 7. The boy shot 15 free throws. 15 free throws. And the L from that game goes to Dame and CJ. I was just on here Monday talking about, man, they don't really get the credit they deserve. They're on a 13-game winning streak. This is a primetime game they needed to win. They both go a combined 9 of 32 and over 12 from 3. 12. They always seem to do this at the big joint, the big game they need to play in. I mean, they still going to the playoffs. They still can turn around and get the 3 seed, but it just seemed like they came up really weak last night when they needed to ball against the number 1 team in the conference. That's all I got, dog. What you got?
I ain't got much. I just had one L to hand out, and that goes out to Deion Sanders, Hall of Famer, Mr. Primetime himself. Decided yesterday to pretty much call out he made this comment first, so let me just backtrack a little bit here. He first tweeted out that basically he thought that Tyrann Mathieu is the best safety in the game. Young man from the Tennessee Titans, Kevin, is it Bayard?
He balled last year too.
Yeah, he actually made not just the Pro Bowl, but he was the first team All-Pro last year. So he decided to say, he tweeted at Deion, how do you make this statement and not include the 2 first-team All-Pro safeties? I need answers, hashtag. So Deion got back.
That wasn't disrespectful at all. It's a straight-up question.
Right, valid question. If Matthew was the best safety last year, why the hell did he get cut? So, Deion responded back, you're looking at who writers tell you who's the best. I know who players and former players feel is the best. I rest my case. You continue to be a fan, and I will continue being the man. Hashtag true. Do you think he even knew who the hell he was talking to?
He couldn't have knew. He couldn't have known, dog. I just
that's the only
that's
explanation.
That's the only saving grace. He didn't know.
Because as I'm reading it now, I at first took it as he was telling Kevin to keep being a fan of him. But now that I'm reading it out loud, it seems like he thought he was actually talking to a fan, like one of us.
He had to be thinking that. And
that's the only case.
I mean, it was quite dismissive either way. But you see how the young boys came in and they were chiming in like talk their talk. You know what you do. I want to say this boy had 2 picks on Brady in that playoff game. I want to say he did.
Okay. But yeah, he was and he did tweet back. I didn't have that one up, but he was like, I wasn't even necessarily talking about me. He talked about
Eric Berry,
the
boy
Harrison Smith. It was one more. I think Earl Thomas might have been the other one he mentioned.
Right.
How do you don't include any of them guys? So I just thought that was a real sucker move by Deion, trying to dismiss what ended up being an all-pro safety, like he didn't know what the hell he was talking about.
All day long. But, he's moving into that older range, where cats be real dismissive of the young boys. And I did this, man. Hey, man, these kids know U.S. You think they even know him for the shoes? They just know him for being on TV at this point.
Yeah, I mean, outside, it's almost like Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you under like 25, you probably have no recollection of Jordan other than YouTube videos and the shoes, of course.
Right.
When you think about Deion sneakers came out, we was like 9th, 10th grade.
Right.
Like 93, 94. So some of these kids are just born around that time.
Right.
So, yeah, they don't really know. Some of them don't really know.
That came off flaw, but, hey, we'll see. All right, let's jump on into some football. It looks like a lot on the sheet, but it was a lot of comments that were pretty funny to me. All right, Suh has canceled his Raiders visit, and he's come down to the Saints, the Rams, and Saints, Rams, Titans. Now, it seems pretty automatic to me that you would either go to the Saints, because like you said on Monday, you said that they don't play the same defense. He would have to play defensive end. Why would you not go to the 10th ranked defense with Drew Brees? Now, I'm trying to figure out, I did not know that their cap space was this damn low. They ain't got but $2.3 million. How they going to work that out?
Right. Not sure about that. But even with the Rams not playing the same defense, he still might want to go there and take on a new challenge. Like you said, if he's paired with Aaron Donald and he's willing to sacrifice a little bit of notoriety, maybe sacrifice a little bit of money, be in a position to win a Super Bowl possibly, then he may be up to doing it.
Right.
But if he still want to maybe carry the load, get the most money possible, then he may look at Tennessee. They still got $38 million in cap space.
I mean,
they weren't bad in defense last year. I want to say they were pretty solid in defense.
They were fifth in total defense.
Right.
So all 3 of these defenses are top 10. So I guess it's really going to come down to winning or money, and we will see what happens with that.
I mean, if you look at, because if it's me, I'm gonna look at first probably the best opportunity to win. So that means I got to look at my team or that team, and also look at the division that you're in.
Right.
So if you look at the Rams, outside of probably Arizona, I don't think they're going to be too competitive next year. Seattle will probably still be Seattle, which is they're going to fight hard. You can always pretty much expect that. So even a 500 Seattle team is probably better than what's going to be half of what's left in the AFC South, you would think, right?
Right.
So
we're going to see. Hopefully it comes down in the next couple of days, but we're going to see. At least he's going for winning, and he ain't just take the bag anywhere.
The NFC South, though, that's the biggest. To me, that would be the biggest challenge because you got out of all of those 3 teams, you got top to bottom division. You got pretty solid quarterbacks.
Yep.
The worst thing you got in quarterback there is Jameis.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? That's just because he erratic still. He got some things he need to tighten up. But when Jameis is on, he on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he might not want to have to fight them kind of those quarterbacks 6 times a year.
Well, let's just say we both agree that he needs to go to Tennessee for the best interest of our football teams.
Yeah, I just don't want. I'm saying he comes to the Rams, man. I don't want no foolishness, man. He decided. get a late flag. He didn't hear the whistle, and damn, there go Jimmy's shoulder for the rest of the year.
Is he wild out lately though? I can't.
He didn't kind of calm down. He didn't kind of calm down.
I mean, he did kind of choke somebody with the Ravens last year when they were getting their ass whooped on that Thursday, but it wasn't that bad though. I mean, compared to what he used to do.
I was say, once you step on somebody's face, it's downhill from there. It can't do nothing to get better.
All right, I got all this information on here about the Falcons and Matt Ryan. The one thing that pops out to me in this whole situation is how much they keep mentioning team player. Team. We've been telling y'all for weeks, months really. The market has been set. You cannot step to this man. He's making what, 21 point? Well, his cap number is 21.6. He's making 19 this year. Kirk Cousins is gonna make $28 million. Jimmy G is gonna make what, 27?
26, 27, yeah.
And he started 7 games, if I'm not mistaken. You cannot.
Neither one of them has won a playoff game.
Neither one won a playoff game. You want to go to a guy with, I want to say 10 playoff. No, it can't be that many. 10 games, 4 wins. You cannot go to somebody with an MVP award and tell them, hey, dog, you making 19. Let's make this happen with 22. 22 and some change, maybe. It just don't work that way. That's like Smokey counting that money in front of Big Worm. Right. It's not the same, B.
Right, so you mean tell me the cap went up like $10, $15 million this year alone?
Right.
And you want me to only take a $2 million pay raise?
Man, he just keeps mentioning team in this. Yeah,
He got to sell it. And he has to put that out there for the fan base, because if it comes back that hey, they got to end up paying him more, then the fans gonna be like, well, Matt Ryan should have took less money.
And that's so crazy to me. That is the only person people giving back money like that is Tom Brady. He has 5 rings, but he's also married to a supermodel. He got endorsements. I mean, it kind of works that way.
Right. He ain't even the main breadwinner in his own house. Just think about that. A 5-time, is it 5 Super Bowls?
Yeah, they got 5.
Yeah, 5 Super Bowls. All them hair products.
Ugg boots,
millions of dollars, model face and all that shit. And he still ain't top dog in his house money-wise.
Bingo.
So that tells you right there, he can give a little bit back.
And the one thing I caught from this also, Tom Condon is his agent. They ain't giving no money back. They ain't giving none.
Yeah. Because he's got a kind of reputation of being a hard ass, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I think that was Peyton Manning's agent. Now, Peyton had to give back that last year because, hell, he was shot. But past that, Peyton ain't left no money on the table. You pay.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. He's got. Yeah, that's the Dimtroff. He's got to throw that team stuff out there. Just he got to sell it as much as he can.
All right, last question on this: do they have the heart to franchise him next year?
Shit, it might not. What's the franchise number?
It should be 24, 25.
Because this is the last year of the deal, right?
Yeah, it's the last year. I mean, that's a great move for him if he was. I mean, look what happened with Kirk Cousins. But would they do this to Matty Ice in Atlanta?
They ain't gonna do it. Arthur Blank ain't got the heart.
I don't believe it either. On to the next one.
But they promised that boy. They really promised that boy their money last year.
It seems like they've been talking about it for like 2 years.
Right after they started talking about right after they lost the Super Bowl.
That's right. That has been 2 years since they took that epic L, 28-3. Anyway.
Hey man, Cam still didn't die for that ball.
Yeah, he didn't die for that ball, but I guarantee you we would have ran for it if we was up. We would have got that field goal. I know that much.
Yeah.
Damn,
right. Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'm mad about that still because I was ready to party that night for him.
I would still be partying. I would still be going to parties with y'all. What the heck?
I was going to the parade, everything. I was like, y'all not leaving me. I told my coworkers, you are not leaving. If y'all win, you are not leaving me at work to do all the fucking work where y'all out partying and parading. Nope, I'm going to be right there with y'all with my 49er stuff on.
That would have been like Freaknik, the Super Bowl, everything all in one. And they didn't get it done.
Yeah.
All right. This next story, we ain't got to go too much on it. It's another football league. This one actually sounds a lot better than the XFL. The XFL has the glitz and glamour because Vince McMahon, the wrestling guy, is in charge of it. But these are actually football people. And they're getting their product to the streets next February. which
Smart.
is a whole year ahead of the XFL, and they actually got NFL players. 2 of them, well, 3 of them possibly Hall of Famers involved early. So
got a TV deal in place.
a TV.
When I saw all this stuff on the low, exactly, they've been working behind the scenes. Like, I hear you, XFL. We're gonna see about you though. And it seems less gimmicky. You know what I'm saying? As well. I saw a couple of rules like
of that shit when he brought it back out. Would you change the name?
The XFL?
Yeah. Did you ever watch that 30 for 30 on it?
I believe I watched like a portion of it. I have to go. I did mean to go back and watch it, but I can't really recall anything that was in there if I did see it.
Oh, it was horrible. That was my point. I mean,
okay.
With what was going on with that name and all that, it seemed like I would have rebranded the thing if it was me. But now that's like real competition.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, it don't really matter what the name is. It's gonna depend on the product. Like you said, this coming out first. It's gonna have because XFL was 2020, right?
2020. He said he's gonna take his time, put it together. Meanwhile, he spoke. That's funny. Where is he at? The old hater we talk about a lot.
Bill Polian about to say you see they got him involved.
So Bill Polian, old ass, was sitting on TV talking about this XFL, knowing damn well he was working on his own deal on the low. That's funny. Hey man, it could be a good thing, and I like the fact that they're talking about like fantasy football elements. Man, they trying to get it.
Yeah, I mean you got Justin Tuck, Hines Ward, Troy Polamalu, Jared Allen, and I think each one of those guys is going to be over a certain different department or entity. I think, for instance, Jared Allen is going to be over the financial or the finance part of it. I believe I heard.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. 10-week regular season, 14 playoffs. CBS is going to be the TV partner. So.
And the funny thing is, the dude Ebersol, his father was a partner with the XFL.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think he's the TV connection, right?
Right, he the TV connect. His dad used to work for NBC. And damn, if I'm Vince, I'm like, damn, you could have came to me. Hey, he beat you to the streets. All right, this is actually some good news coming up. Well, hopefully if the votes go through. The competition committee is voting on some rule changes for 2018. What do you think about them taking away the spot foul with the pass interference and making it a 15-yard penalty?
I like that.
I like it too. You know how many games were won last year behind that BS? Quarterback just throw the ball in the air and the wide receiver just flail his arms, and then it's you on the 15-yard line? Much better. Much better. And apparently they plan on changing the catch rule. They are adjusting it to finally seem like they've heard the fans. All the talk is about to be changed. The proposed rules defining the catch are going to be control of the ball, 2 feet down, or another body part, a football move such as a third step, reaching, extending for the goal line, or the ability to perform such an act. So basically, Dez's catch would have been good. Old boy in Pittsburgh's catch last year would have been good.
Calvin Johnson.
Johnson. The big boy up in New York, Safarian Jenkins, he had like 3 touchdowns taken from him. They would have all been good.
Yeah. It was like the only what they took out was the little piece or the detail about the going to the ground. So that was take out. That's the biggest. Yeah, that's the biggest part right there. So that's good. It probably won't eliminate all gray areas, but that's a big step. If you would just eliminate that going to the ground shit,
yeah,
I think that was the biggest part right there.
Right. I mean, hopefully we get to a point next year where we're not sitting there for 5 minutes after every touchdown, looking at review tape, hoping that it's a catch or not. So, we'll see.
I don't know what's worse, the NFL reviews or those fucking NCAA basketball tournament reviews. Oh, Jesus Christ, them shits is painful.
Yeah, those are pretty bad.
Like, man, come on. Some of this stuff, man, you can tell with the naked eye. Like, man, the ball is in the basket. Why are you reviewing it? Yeah, the clock went off, but the ball is in the damn hoop. Let's just use some common sense and move the game along.
And move it, keep it moving. All right, Sam Darnold had his pro day today, and he was in the rain, and they said it was good. I ain't see it, didn't watch no film of it, but hey, they said he was good. Actually, now 5 executives made quarterback comparisons. to Sam Darnold. 2 of them said Favre. 2 of them said Romo. This one guy said Tannehill. That's pretty funny. Tannehill, that's pretty funny. But what are you expecting? I mean, we know he's pretty much going to go clear-cut 1 at this point. I watched him a few times. The turnovers, they got me. They got me. But
I mean, if you like Jameis Winston, you like Sam Darnold. They're the same person to me.
That's simple.
They, you know what I'm saying? They're the same person. You can see the talent at times, but sometimes the turnovers and the decision making is what, keep them from taking that next step. So Jameis has yet to do it. We're going to see if Sam Darnold is going to depend on the organization he get with and what coaches is going to, play a big part in that. But that's going to be what's going to define whether he ends up being just average or a bust or whether he actually lives up to some of his hype.
Yes, sir. You think Tyrod going to get the whole year?
I mean, we got to wait till the draft. See who they draft.
True, because that's still movable. Now I did some research. I looked back 10 years, and I was thinking, the hype is always big about these quarterbacks. People, you got to be careful when you sit there and draft somebody and you think you are getting the savior of your franchise, because it doesn't always go that way. It honestly does not. I went back the last 10 years looking at first-round quarterbacks. 5 of these dudes ain't even in the league no more since 2008. 5 of them. Only 3 of them have played in the Super Bowl, and 1 of them won. That one being Joe Flacco, and people don't give him credit for that. You never know what you're going to get when you draft somebody in the first round. You don't. So Sam Darnold can be really good. He can be really bad. You just do not know. But is Brandon Whedon still in the league? Seems like he's a backup somewhere.
I think I did see his name pop up somewhere last year.
Okay, so he's still there. Tebow shouldn't.
I mean, if he is, he's got to be like, damn near 40 now, right? Because he was a rookie at 26, 27?
Yeah, he was old coming out. So, and Sam Bradford, drafted in 2010, just got $20 million. Ain't won a playoff game. Bless your heart. Maybe, I think these last 3 years, these guys are going to be okay. Well, we up in the air about Jameis, but I think, Paxton Lynch. On to the next one.
I'm about to say, yeah, that should be all right.
Yeah, I like this last 2 years outside of Lynch.
Damn, 2013 was really bad. I mean, he was the only one in the first round.
Only one in the first round.
So if there was only one quarterback in the first round, that class had to be, not highly projected. It'd be interesting to go back and see which ones were drafted in the other rounds and see who's still around. I'll see if I can pull that up. Go ahead.
But past that, just be careful. You really don't know what you're gonna get. You really don't know. All right.
Yeah, it's a crapshoot. It's always a crapshoot.
Yeah, definitely. But it's a few cats on here who are straight up, franchise quarterbacks. It's a few, but we'll see. All right.
Which one out of these classes? Which one would you say was the best?
That's tough.
I
mean,
I'm gonna go.
You could say Ryan and Flacco.
That's probably the only answer.
Now, as far as right now, you could say 16 with Wentz and Goff.
Yes, I mean that's 1 year. I can't count one.
So let's take those last 2 years.
I'll say that one definitely has the most potential going forward.
Right.
But yeah, it's probably 08, Matt Ryan, Joe Flacco, because every other class just really, got one guy.
That's it. Just one guy.
Stafford in 09. 2010 is Blah because that's just Bradford and Tebow. 2011 is Cam, but then you drop off to Jake Locker and Blaine Gabbert.
Right.
2012 was Luck, which has he thrown yet? No? Okay. RG3, Tannehill, and Wheaton. So, yeah, it's 2008. I thought I was actually asking you a decent little question, but it's not. That's a clear-cut answer. But the other quarterbacks in 2013, I was able to find them real quick. Other than E.J. Manuel, second round you had Geno Smith, third round Mike Glennon, fourth round Matt Barkley, and then also Ryan Nesbitt got drafted in the fourth round. So, yeah, 2013 was pretty much a disaster, too.
Just ask. All right, Bucky Brooks, his most recent mock draft. I like him. Smart brother on NFL Network. He has, of course, Sam Darnold going first. I'm not surprised by this second pick, the Giants taking Quentin Nelson out of Notre Dame. I think you've been saying it for months. I have to give you this one. You said it when shit was on fire in New York. You was like, they ain't moving away from Eli. Everybody hurt. He said they're going to retool it. They're going
to go back at it.
He was like, at least another year. Because I was like, man, Eli going to the Jags. He going somewhere. It just felt like the disrespect. They were going to let him go. But
yeah, it wasn't looking good for a while.
They done pushed all the chips in the middle of the table. We are with Eli. So if they already got Nate Solder. And if they turn around and draft this Nelson kid, they're doubling down for the next 2, maybe 3 years. So we'll see what that. Jets got Rosen. Saquon falls to the Browns. Now, in regards to this, I know we talked about it on the side chat the other day, but if you're the Browns, they got the first pick in the second round, number 1 pick in the second round. Mm-hmm. Are you taking Saquon at 4? Do you feel like he's that much better than these other backs? I mean, I know he
yeah.
I know he did, but
I mean, yeah. But the thing that makes it sketchy at this point is because you just paid Carlos Hyde. For me, that's what makes it sketchy.
Yeah.
Now, outside of that, yeah, because to me, he is definitely the most complete back. You know, speed, power, shiftiness. I mean, you watch some of the film on him and some of these cuts and the way this boy able to move laterally, you know what I'm saying? He can move just as fast laterally as some people can move going straight forward.
Right.
So, and then it's, you know, he's a 3-down back. He's going to be one of the next Zeke, Gurley, Bell, Lev Bell, David Johnson in that mold. He's going to be that, you know what I'm saying, back to that. The other guys, Chubb, Sonny Michel, Geis, I think I'm pronouncing that right, the boy from LSU.
You got it.
There's some other backs out there. They're going to be good as well. They got that potential, a few of them, you know, to be that 3-down pass catching back. But I don't think we've seen as much of it. Out of some of them other guys that like we've seen with Saquon. And he's played, I know one of the homies brought up how he played up north in the cold. Big Ten is usually the league that produce a lot of good running backs.
Them Penn State backs, though.
That's true. Yeah. So hopefully Kajana Carter won't show up.
Hey, Larry Johnson, like you said, he was a beast for about 2 years, maybe 3, before he lost his damn mind. But I'm gonna give you a stat real quick in regards to Saquon. 54 balls, 632 yards, 3 touchdowns. Those are number 3 wide receiver numbers, and that was what he caught out the backfield. Nobody else in these top 5 backs went over 200 yards or had over 20 balls received. So in today's NFL, he's catching you 50 balls, getting you 1,200 on the ground. He had 1,903 total yards and 21 touchdowns last year. Just looking at the money aspect of it.
And and he played what, 12 games? They played like 12 games in college, 13 with the bowl.
And that doesn't even take into effect what he did as far as with kick return and punt return. So
got that out of dynamic. So I mean, they probably won't use him in that way in the NFL. But yeah, he still got that. That shows you how explosive he is.
Yeah. This Giants pick is in play though. If they're gonna take a guard who's gonna fall anyway between 8 and 9, somebody's coming up, and I'm thinking that's gonna be Buffalo. They are coming up to get a quarterback. What do you think about what he said with y'all taking Derwin James? Would you be happy with that?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're going to get something defensively is what's going to be there for us, because the only offensive guys that are really grading out in this top half of this first round is Saquon. We're not going to draft him. He will not be available at 9.
Right.
Who else? And I think Calvin Ridley.
Right. Y'all need it back anyway. Y'all just paid McKinnon.
Right, we just paid McKinnon, so we definitely don't need it back. So we don't need it back, and Saquon's not falling. Calvin Ridley. Now his speed, we can use that, but we paid Goodwin.
Right.
So they kind of in the same mold.
Right.
And I don't think we need to take Calvin Ridley at 9. I don't think we would jump up to do that. Right. So it's either a defensive guy, or if someone wants to call us and trade up for something, I'm pretty sure John Lynch would be more than willing to answer the phone. To answer your question about Derwin James, I would take that pick. He's being projected to be like a Cam Chancellor type safety. which would fit in the defense that we're trying to run. So
now, I got a question about that though, because is outside of the injuries, we talked about him on Monday. Isn't that pretty much what you had with Eric Reed though? Headhunt.
Right. But this dude, he would be probably a little more athletic, got a little bit more height, size on him. Okay. Like I said, the injuries with Eric Reed, not only the concussions, but I forgot about the torn bicep. It was something else he had. So he's had a couple of different injuries. So
I mean,
you're always looking to go younger.
And we don't know which way this is gonna go. It can move a lot of different ways. I like the Colts getting Bradley Chubb at 6. Not sure about Tampa taking Minka, but I do know one thing. Calvin really got in trouble again. I saw it. It was on the web last night, so he should keep falling. He should really keep falling.
Minka Fitzpatrick gonna be good safety. I hope he dropped. I hope he dropped to us.
Don't it seem like Tampa's been in the top 10 in the draft like forever?
Yeah, I mean they ain't been to the playoffs and win.
Right, but it just at some point it seemed like all these damn draft picks should pay off at some point. But maybe I'm hating. What else?
No, the number 1 draft pick from 2015 to stop turning the ball over so much. Him and that offensive coordinator disguised as a head coach.
He knows he's fired, right? I'm pretty sure he knows he's fired this summer.
If the two of them get on the page, hey, then Gerald McCoy does his thing. Mike Evans does his thing.
Gerald McCoy gets hurt a lot too, though.
Oh yeah. Well, he got hurt last year. Was it last year he was hurt?
I feel like he's always nicked. He'll miss 2 to 3, whatever. But I know we both thought they were gonna be like on the hunt for the playoffs this past year.
Yeah, we should have known that when they was on Hard Knocks. That because normally, like the Madden jinx, the Hard Knock jinx, I think is real too.
That sure is. That sure is a curse. All right, we can move forward. I keep hearing Baker Mayfield at 3. If y'all traded all the way up to get a dude who's gonna be there at 6, bless y'all heart. Bless it. All right, bracket.
Somebody gonna fall. Somebody gonna fall.
Yes, sir. All right, bracket talk. I'm gonna run through mine real quick. Sweet 16 starts tomorrow. I got Villanova beating West Virginia. I got Texas Tech beating Purdue. Kansas over Clemson. Duke over Syracuse. Then I'm taking Duke over Kansas and Nova over Texas Tech. I got Kentucky in that bracket going to the Final Four. I got Gonzaga beating Texas A&M to get to the Final Four. And then I'm going to say Gonzaga and Duke in the final game.
Okay, yeah, my Final Four, I got Duke, Nova, Gonzaga, and I think Monday's show I said Kentucky. I'm shaking it up.
You think Nevada gonna beat them?
Huh?
You think Nevada gonna beat them?
I'm going.
Well, that means okay.
I'm going Loyola Chicago.
Okay, so you think they're gonna get to the Final Four?
Well, they play Nevada.
Right. So you're saying they're gonna beat?
They're gonna beat Nevada. Kentucky is going to beat Kansas State.
So you got Loyola beating.
I got Loyola beating Kentucky.
Say word.
Word. Shake it up. Shake it up.
Okay. At least 1 or 2 of these a year kind of work out for them, so it's possible.
Hey man, from the last, I don't know how many years, but it's like we always get a George Mason, a Butler, some mid-major sneaking their ass into the Final Four. Well, we didn't have one. We didn't have one last year. I don't think. No, because last year was Oregon, Carolina, Gonzaga, and
who did they play last?
Who do we? No, I know Gonzaga beat Oregon. Who the hell did we beat?
Or did we beat Oregon?
No, I'm pretty sure Gonzaga beat Oregon. I don't remember.
Yeah, we'll revisit that.
No, you're right. We did beat Oregon. You're right.
I don't remember who Gonzaga played.
Yeah, but it wasn't a mid-major there last year is what I was saying.
Basically.
So it's time for another one to come in there.
Well, it's very possible. So we're going to see. I hope Duke doesn't win it, but it seems like it's trending that way.
Don't sleep on Kansas State. Kansas State might beat Kentucky.
It's possible.
I ain't watched a single game of Kansas State this year, but hell, it might happen.
I mean, we talked about their coach on Monday, Bruce Weber. He's light right now. He's loose. I like that.
Yeah.
You know, you just don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's the only issue with Kentucky. I don't know what Kentucky you're gonna get from from game to game. That's my only thing with them.
Bruh, if this ain't a gift from God for them, though, for that bracket to open up the way it did, they gotta take advantage of this. They have to take advantage of this to get to the Final Four. Cal can't take no L to no damn Kansas State or Nevada or Loyola Chicago when that's all that's in front of you. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Get it done, man. You can't.
Hey.
Epic. Is this not an epic L if they don't get to the Final Four?
I wouldn't say epic, man. I just didn't look at Kentucky's team being that great this year.
No, they haven't been that great. But
I mean, outside of the name Kentucky and the name Cal, if you strip those two things away and just look at that team,
I agree.
You want to say that they're the Final Four?
I agree. But looking at his coaching resume, this is Moses parting the Red Sea. Walk to the Final Four. Get it done. If he loses there, I don't care. But here, you just got to get there to me.
I mean, if you think the team that he has is talented enough to do that,
yeah, I believe that.
I think they probably on par with some of these other teams. Not Loyola, Chicago, or Nevada. I'm just picking that as an upset.
Nah.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
But no, he's gonna, regardless of what I think about the talent on the team, it's gonna be treated as if he damn sure should get there. So,
bingo.
Yeah, I got
you. I don't even think it's on the kids at this point.
It ain't. It's not. It's all about him and his legacy and that whole thing about him choking in the big moments and all that. That's what it's about.
That's what it's about.
That's going to be the perception. So that's going to be the reality.
Bingo. All right. As expected, Trae Young declared for the NBA draft. I mean, if they tell you going in the lottery, why would you not go?
Right. Because look at Grayson Allen. Look at Grayson Allen right now.
Boy, he should have went last week. Sophomore year.
Yeah, sophomore year he should have went.
Damn right, junior year.
Mm-hmm.
But
because at the very worst, you end up Marvin Williams. Maybe you went too early, so what? You got millions of dollars. You can go back to school, get your degree too, if you want to do that.
Bingo. All right, Trae only played 32 games, but the comparison we constantly get is Steph Curry. Steph was 25, 5, and 4 his time at Davidson. Now, of course, the competition ain't the same. It's not. But he's the one that they compare. Trae 27, 4, and 9, 36 from 3, 42 from the field. I guess my main thing is he just need to hit the weights, get a little bit bigger. He'll be playing with a better team. Now, this mock draft I got on here, they got him going to Chicago. I don't like there.
Do they have a point guard?
Chris Dunn's been playing better this year.
Oh, they do have Chris Dunn. Okay. I liked him at Providence. And he hasn't really translated over yet. Part of that had to do with really not getting enough time in Minnesota. So,
well, for one, he tore his ACL. For one,
I forgot about that.
I want to say he got hurt again this year, but he's playing better ball. I like big point guards. He's a pass first guy. He just don't have no damn jump shot. But
he's almost like Rondo.
Right. But it's gonna be interesting to see where the homie goes. I don't think
Steph was frail when he came out.
And I went back and looked at Steph's first 2 years. Steph was averaging 17 and 5 the first couple of years. I mean, Golden State wasn't very good, but those are solid numbers. I think 17, 18 points a game the first 2 years. So,
right. I think what got lost in the whole in the Trae Young, how people looked at him this year was the fact he averaged 9 assists.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He led the nation in points and assists. So
that's odd, isn't it? You think about all these teams, and this guy led them in scoring and assists for the entire nation. That's odd to me, but it's dope that he got it done.
Yeah, like I said, he's gonna have to. That's the three things for me. He's gonna have to, of course, add some weight, which he will. I mean, he's like 19 right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he'll naturally add a little bit of weight. His shot selection for me has got to be the biggest thing. 'Cause I think that's why this whole Steph Curry hype shit started, because he's launching all these 3-pointers.
Right.
So he's got to have better shot selection. If he just keeps making, playmaking, he'll be all right. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll figure it out. Just depend on where you go.
Yeah, that's going to be big. That's going to be big. You look at these top teams.
Somebody going to fall in love with them workouts when he in that gym by himself, going 18 for 25 from 3. Somebody going to go. I wouldn't be – I mean, I was going to say I wouldn't be surprised if Atlanta did it, but, we got Schroeder, so we'll see. All right, Kyrie Irving's knee. He is actually going for a second opinion on it. They said there's no structural damage, but he might not travel on this next road trip. And he's still in street clothes. Out of 574 possible games, Kyrie Irving has played 441 of them. I know before Brian got there, we was really on that little homie can ball, but he stayed hurt all the time.
Yeah. What's standing out to me about this, they keep saying, the Celtics are saying if it were the playoffs, he could play. So,
that don't make no sense, dude.
So if that's the case, what the hell does he need a second opinion about?
Now, mate, that's what they be lying. Andy is in charge, so I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at
that's true.
Lie. But
let's go to show you, man, they'll feed us anything. And it's like, yeah, gobble that up right there. Take that.
And all that does is I really want Philly to stay at 7 and play them in the first round.
Remember I said that shit? I said Philly will bust their ass first round.
But they played them hard. And I want to say they were kind of chippy. They was over there in London. Ben Simmons was gonna fight one of them Morris boys.
Mm-hmm.
But let me ask you this real quick: is Cleveland winning this game right now?
Last time I checked, they weren't.
Oh, they came back. Oh, they aren't.
Last time I checked, they weren't. They were losing by like 10 or 12. They weren't playing. They gave up like damn near 80 points in the first half.
80 in the first half, but they got it down to like 10.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. It's 128 to 126. Cleveland is up 2 with 22.8 seconds left.
That's a damn shame. I should give Toronto an L right now for that. They lose 79, dog.
If they was what?
They had 79 points in the first half.
Yeah, I saw. They was up 15. When they came out, and Cleveland came out and went on a little run to begin the third quarter and got it down immediately to like 5 or 6.
Right.
So that got them in striking distance. So after that, we started recording. So I'm not sure what happened after that. But not to bounce around, they cannot lose this game to Cleveland with Cleveland having no Tristan Thompson, no Rodney Hood, no Larry Nance. They out there with some dudes I don't even know who the hell they are. They cannot lose to them because that's only going to that'll only give Cleveland the motivation or the the extra oomph that they need. We didn't even have all our tools, and we was able to beat the top seed. That would give them some optimism. It would be similar to this bullshit loss that your boys, Hoodie Mello, Westbrook and company, lost last night to fucking depleted Boston.
Man, I was sitting there watching that. I took it off my notes. I had an L for Mello, and I had an L for the NBA on that last 2-minute thing. When I come out and say Morris traveled on that play, that don't help nobody today.
Oh, they did that? I stopped looking at them shits. I'm like, why are you saying it? You're not going to play the game.
But, yeah, that 3 Westbrook took with like 3 minutes to go from damn near the half, that's the shit people be talking about. That shot selection, that made my head hurt. And Melo missed them 2 free throws. They played some suckers last night and lost. Thank God everybody else lost. They stayed in 4th place. But, yeah. We're going to see what happens with Boston. We're definitely going to see.
Yeah, all but right. they got to get – what's the word on Jaylen Brown?
Man.
He was in the dark room?
Weeks ago when he hit his head?
Yeah, it seemed like, at least 2. At least 2.
He was on the bench with them. But I tell you what, the NFL and this concussion thing, do you ever remember dudes in the NBA being out for concussions before all this stuff happened with the NBA? I mean, with the NFL? I don't never remember that.
Nah, I didn't.
It's amazing how that affected a whole nother league, and now they're doing it. This dude been out for about 2 weeks. I
mean, he did kind of fall on his head.
No, I'm not saying it's wrong that he's out. I'm just saying, how are they not recording or reporting these things then? Now they matter. Dudes was falling just as bad before, playing a night or two later. So, I mean, it's good that they're actually giving a damn more, it seems, about these kids as far as hitting their heads. But I don't recall ever hearing about somebody having a concussion in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, on the routine plays, yeah, but that Jaylen Brown play, that's a rare play. That's not common.
Yeah, I mean, he flipped over on his head pretty. That could have went really bad.
Right, yeah, so I thought he had broke his damn neck.
Yeah, that could have went bad. All right. We got these last few stories. We can do 7 real quick. Manu Ginobili came out on Kawhi. He heard the show Monday, people.
He had to, right?
He said he's done. He's not coming back. For me, he's not coming back because it's not helping to think about him coming back. We fell for it last week. That's funny, people. He said the team fell for him coming back.
Oh, wow.
They're off that train, dog.
Yep.
I was reading today, they said Kawhi showed up for the team picture and was ghost.
Yeah, right afterwards.
Ghost. Hey, do you still hand him $219 million or something?
Yeah.
They ain't really got a choice. They ain't got a choice. All right, Steph Curry is the closest to returning for the Warriors. He's practicing now. Now, Draymond got hurt again the other night from what I read. With these last 9 games, outside of getting a win, I mean, are you playing these dudes heavy?
No, probably not heavy. I mean, because they're not going to catch Houston. I think they at least 3 games back at this point, maybe 3.5.
Yeah.
And whoever's in third, was it Portland?
Yeah, right.
Whoever's alternating out of third, in and out of third, won't catch them to get 2. So at this point, you just got to get everybody healthy. Now, I would say, get everybody back on the court if you can, with about maybe 5 games or so left, so you can get your rhythm and stuff back. Because you can't take that for granted. You've been in and out of the lineup this long, that many pieces. Yeah. You can't just take for granted. You can just go in there and everything goes back into place because everybody gunning for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this will be the year that I think they probably had from top to bottom, from 1 through 8. This is going to be the toughest competition, whoever they play in every round.
I know it changes. I don't even remember who's at 8 right now.
Utah, and I think I was looking at the standings before I left work. I think it's going to stay that way because Denver is falling back.
Yeah.
I think Denver is 2 games out of 8 right now, and I'm glad you mentioned that because I wanted to bring up their schedule just to prove, not really prove, but why I think that they are done at this point. Because the games that they got coming up,
which one?
Denver. Nuggets. Yeah. They're in the midst of a 7-game road trip that they've started out, I think, 1-2 on, or 0-2. And their next games are all against some pretty good teams. Where is it at? All right, so this their next games. They got the Bulls tonight. They should get that. Mm-hmm. Then they got to go to Washington. They go to Philly. They go to Toronto. They go to Oklahoma City. Then they come home and play the Bucks, Pacers, Timberwolves. That's a tough little stretch right there. Then they finish up
playoff spots.
Everybody. And then they finish up with the Clippers, Trailblazers, and the Timberwolves again. I think by the time they get to them last 2 or 3 games, it's already going to be decided. Dude, this road trip is going to be big for them.
Yes. Speaking of Washington, shouldn't John Wall be back by now?
It was maybe the shades had to get cleaned, like a new prescription for him or something. I don't know.
Oh, I hate the shades.
You said he couldn't play without him, right?
I hate the shades. I hate them. All right, this last story this came up right before we got on. Jabari Parker, per this reporter in Milwaukee who was on the radio today, was close to being traded at the deadline. I like Jabari Parker. Now, this guy also says he feels there's a 0% chance he's going to be on this team next year because Jabari wants a max contract. They offered him 3 years, $55 million. Jabari turned it down. They were talking to him about this in October. Coming off of 2 ACLs, he turned down $55 million. That don't really seem right.
He ain't getting no max, dog.
Nah, that don't really seem right. Who told him to turn that down coming off? Why you're already hurt? If I can't hoop and my profession is basketball, how do I turn down $55 million somebody's offering me?
That's for what, 3 years, 4 years?
He can't be no more than 24? So $55 million, that's going to bridge me till I'm 27, 28, and I can go really get
Then you can go get the real bag. Yeah.
And now they can come at me with this offer sheet of $8 million. And the money is dried up this summer. That wasn't a good move, Jabari.
Yeah, because he'll be restricted, right?
He'll be restricted. So they got the right to match. So that wasn't a good move, homie. I don't know who.
So we have to look at cap space, see who would overpay for him.
I want Atlanta to get him. I like Jabari Parker.
Yeah, I like his game too. We can get Jabari, and
we got money. That's one thing.
We got a little bit of money, but draft pick. Looking at this draft pick, we need to nail this draft pick because this is making out to be probably a pretty decent draft. We need to nail. We need to nail this pick, whatever position we end up in, which is probably gonna be third or fourth.
Yeah, I want the big. He ain't gonna fall. But the dude from Arizona. But you see, we fucked around and won last night. What are we doing?
Yeah, okay, can't tank right.
What are we doing? But that's all I got, dog.
All right. The last thing I had, and this was actually, I forgot about it. I saw it this morning. I forgot to put it in the W section. But the powers that be that run in youth AAU basketball have decided to, for the age groups of 7 to 11, I believe, eliminate the 3-point shot. It says killing these kids' games because they just hoisting up threes. So they're going to eliminate it for the younger kids, so they can help develop a little more. For one, at that age, a lot of them not even strong enough to get the ball to the hoop all the way. So it fucks up their form because they're trying to throw the ball from their knees just so they can shoot the damn three. So they're hoping that this could, help with improving all around games in the kids' development. So I love that idea, because you got just too many kids just chunking up threes now. The same way before this fad, you had too many kids worrying about being on SportsCenter to dunk. So you get them fundamentals back in the game, because if you look, those are guys you look up and you see somebody like. I'm gonna pick on him because they played last night and he just got picked up a couple weeks ago and is starting for a playoff team. You look at somebody like Corey Brewer. Brewer ain't no superstar. He ain't the best shooter. He ain't the best this. He ain't the best that. But he do a lot of shit good.
Yes.
And when you that kind of player, you're gonna have a job in the league for quite some time.
Yeah, I didn't know he'd been in the league that long. I got two things that just came up. I meant to talk about them also. I'm gonna tell you now why Loyola Chicago is gonna lose.
Here you go with that bullshit, man.
Nah, this is real shit.
All right, what's up?
Steph gave them shoes. They're done.
They wearing Steph's?
He gave the whole team shoes. They're done, B. Your bracket's lost again.
My bracket's already fucked anyway.
This is our new bracket. Steph gave them damn ankle breaker shoes. They're done.
Man, that is too damn funny.
This came out. I was watching the Cleveland game and I saw on the little ticker. Did you hear about this thing the Big East is recommending for the two and none deal?
Mm-mm.
They're saying either the players commit to going to college for 2 years or they go straight pro and no eligibility going forward. Are you serious?
The NCAA is saying you gotta give us 2 years,
or go straight to the pro.
Or go straight to the pro.
And there is a whole lot to it. We'll get into it next week. But take a look into that. I just saw that today.
That's just trying to combat what the NFL, but what the NBA is trying to do to them. NCAA, you better come up with a better plan than that. That shit ain't gonna work.
Yeah,
you definitely guaranteeing that nobody comes and fucks with you now if you do that.
Take a look at it. We'll dive into it more on Tuesday, but it was quite interesting. And that's it.
These motherfuckers let Cleveland beat them.
But then they wonder why people be shitting on them. Talking about they the same old Raptors. They wonder why. This stuff right here. 79 points in the first half, and you lose.
Man, whatever. I'm done trying to figure out this fucking basketball season. I'm just looking at some of these scores. Ain't nobody playing no damn defense tonight.
Nobody. Everybody feels over 15. Everybody.
Do you see this Denver-Chicago score? Denver is up 105-65, and there's still time left in the third quarter. I'm finna get the hell out of here.
Well, Chicago, they're really trying to tank. They actually understand the rules of it. Atlanta wants to keep trying to win. That's your man, Dennis, trying to get his numbers.
The best one, the best team that's tanking right now is Memphis, right? They had lost 18 in a row?
Yeah, they got the 19. And I don't know what they're gonna do. If the best player on the board is a big man, how is he gonna work with Gasol? Let's get out of here. We starting to rant.
Hey man, we'll see because I say they still need to go ahead and change that rule. If you don't make the playoffs, everybody get the same amount of ping pong balls and got the same shake at the number 1 pick.
That's how it should be.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see. Hey, tell the people where to reach out on social media so we can get up out of here. You're right.
We 6,000. Holla at me. I talk sports.
All right. Holla at your boy Diego Barish on Twitter at Diego Barish. Also check us out on our Facebook page at AA Sportscast, Straight Sports No Chaser. Again, remember to watch us on the YouTube channel. Watch, like, hit that subscribe button. Leave us some comments there.
5 more to 100.
Almost to 100 shows. We're going to plan something special for y'all on that. Also, the Spreaker platform is up and going for those of y'all that listen to us on the go. And Facebook, IG, I mentioned that already, and you know to reach us on Twitter. So for AA Sports, Straight Sports No Chaser, again, your boy Uncle Hay, your boy Diego Barishnikov. You guys have a great weekend, and we'll holler at y'all next week. Peace.